Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this inning. And we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 7. They'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Bills will be backed up at 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Here we go, D. Here I go.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. Looking downfield for Jones. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
Allen. And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Going for it on 4th down. Allen. It's caught. Jones. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. The Bills have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative again with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Allen now on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. Oh, wide open, complete. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Hauschka with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Well, not content with the first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, that maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
They run with a rookie. This is Sony Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a time. Out. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Wait, 20! Wait, 80! Shadow! Let's go!
Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Wait, 20! Wait, 80!
Following the penalty, Michelle able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. Let's go!
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And here's the first Patriot catch for the former Bill, Chris Hogan. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. And Brady will sneak it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Well, down to Touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration, and he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Hey, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Brady to throw on second down. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
White 20! White 20! 49!
Working from the gun, it's Brady. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Hey, Alabama, Alabama. Yeah. Hey, Alabama, Alabama.
On third and long, it's Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
So the Patriots coming out now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, Michelle. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Regular.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And the Bills getting set to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now the first carry for the former Jaguar. This is Chris Ivory. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And Jones has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a 1st down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Mike 51!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Typically, we think it's the strong tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Allen off the play fake. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go! 319!
From the gun, it's Allen. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They go back to the ground attack here. It's Ivory. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Allen. Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
We go. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. We go.
Take motion.
A give. This is Michel. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Wait, 20. 380.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Hogan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey. 4 down. Wait, set.
From the gun, it's Brady. And right side caught, Hogan. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That puts a good dent into their 14.
What are you doing?
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Wait, 20. Move 20. Go.
To throw on 2nd down, Brady. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And that one results in 35 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes it 8. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And here come the Bills. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing up first down is Allen. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'm sorry, but it's almost unfair. I mean, Brandon Marshall can make so many plays, but even when you think he's covered,
he's not.
No, he's really not. He uncovers and makes a play on you and picks up good yardage in doing so.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. On first down, Allen finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On first down, this is Ivory. And he stopped immediately there. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Motion. Gun. Win the rep. Let's go right here. Gun. Hey, 58 is a mic.
Allen looks to throw on second down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever.
Detroit. 58 for Mike.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Lucky 56.
From midfield, here's Allen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Tough!
Brady now on 1st down. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Wait 20! 29! Alpha!
Operating from the gun, Brady. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
4 down. Check. 58, boys. 58, fight. Gun!
Allen to throw again. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll give it up to Ivory. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hey! 4 down. Gun!
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And it's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Allen now throwing again. Forced out to his left. A dump off for Ivory. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
We got 4. Oh, shit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Now Allen again. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Double tight. Hey. Wait, set. 380. Check it.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here as he's taken down. Lorenzo Alexander. Able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now out come the Bills. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Detroit! Detroit!
Allen now on 1st down. The left side completion to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
Set! 319! 319!
Here's Allen. He'll buy some time right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Over!
On 2nd down, Ivory. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Allen operating from the gun. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. On the ground, Ivory. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterback, so they get low the line. They did their job. Dive.
Find a crease and just get in there. And ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing now is Brady. Goes underneath here to White. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Buffalo. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter.
Let's go! Regular. Wait 20! Wait 20!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, here's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll make it third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. New England on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Wait 20! Wait 20! 29! Alpha! Go!
To throw is Brady. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one. And even 50 yards.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Four down.
They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Sugar! You got 4. Ozzy! Quick cut!
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
56. Lucky 56.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. You don't want none of that.
So the shotgun snap to Allen, and he slings one that's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg still. The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Hey, 4 down.
Another run. This time it's Ivory. And now running right through it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Back to the ground on first down. Again, Ivory. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Watch the whip. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39, green.
They give it to Ivory. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now Allen, and he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. Ivory. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Check. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Ivory. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
58
To throw is Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues, and the chains move again. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, you got 4 down. All right, here we go. 3.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Now let's go. 3:19. 3:19.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
check. 4 down. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Buffalo, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.